live as well. And there we go, YouTube Live. YouTube Live. We appreciate everybody's support on that. Hey, we want to send the message again, let everybody know if you are a, a supporter of Redneckanize or a truck driver or whatever, and you got some time to kill, or you got a way that you feel like you can help us out. If you live in or around the Louisville, Kentucky area, then send us an email, give us a holler. It's redneckanize at usa.com, or send a go on our website, redneckanize.com, send a contact. You can see that button on there that says contact us. Send us a message, and we'd love to know about what you can help us do, uh, or we'll tell you what we're looking into doing, and we really need everybody's help out there. And also, if you are a charity or any kind of group of truckers out there, and you've always been able to or wanting to set up at the parking lot at the Cardinal Stadium parking lot there for the truck show, and you, like I said, give us a holler too. We're trying to get everybody on the same page, and we're trying to set things up to where we can, just stand together and support each other. So give us a holler too, Redneck, and we just got a lot of things in the hopper right now, and of course we're dealing with a lot of brick walls that have been set up around us, and just people that just don't want us to succeed. So we're trying to do that and trying to get everybody's help to do that with to get that done. So working along with that, we appreciate everybody's support on that, and we're going to keep it on with that stuff. But other than that, if you want to get a hold of us, 516-387-1733, be a part of the conversation. I'm trying to get to where I can see people's comments. I got a little thing right there. I hope that's where it's at. I'm not real sure if it is or not, but I'm trying to learn the Facebook live feed on there and to try to learn all that stuff. So if that's something you can help me out with, just give me a holler. So we're just kind of kicking back here, doing things, trying to keep things going, keep everybody apprised of what's going on out there. A lot of trucking news out there. If you guys didn't see it before, everything last week was talked about with the Canada, and there's a big protest convoy up there. Well, they're trying to get the same thing kind of done here in the United States, where they're going to do a convoy. Sounds like they were trying to set up a convoy to start in California and go all the way to DC, and they had a Facebook page, and they were trying to grow support for that, and they're raising money, and Facebook just took it down. So that's crazy. And they said it was some kind to deal with QAnon. And I have to confess this. I consider myself a pretty strong conservative follower of, like, all the conservative media and all that. And I had no idea who QAnon was. I had no idea. And you would think that if they were trying to grow this organization to be powerful, then they would try to get as many people involved in it as they could. But eh, you know, I didn't know nothing about it. The only way I found out about it is from MSDNC. They were talking about it. So, that's, and like you're saying, that's probably, if it is a real group out there, I mean, I guess it is. There's a lot of people out there. They had some websites or whatever. It just sounds like to me it's just very small little people, and that's the funny thing about it is in the and I mean, I hate to fly off the handle with it trying to be about trucking and not about trucking, but you see that all the time where uh the hard left will always say that if there's like two or three people that are crazy on the right, then everybody on the right is crazy. But if somebody on the left does something crazy, the left will immediately come out and say, "Well, that's not us. That's not part of us. We don't, we don't represent that. Those people don't represent us." Well, yeah, same thing on the other side too. Okay, when you got a group of people, like maybe it is QAnon or whatever, well, they don't represent conservatives. They don't. So if they are crazy, I'm not real sure if they are crazy or not. Sounds like to me they're just a bunch of old rednecks that showed up over there, and they got stooped, they got juped by the by ultra hard leftists, maybe even Antifa people, to actually do something stupid. I mean, sounds like to me all these investigations are coming out where it's all instigated by other people that are not conservatives. So you never know. Like I said, I don't know everything about it. I'm just hearing what I'm hearing, just telling y'all what I hear. So we'll see what happens. But all I can tell you is that we're not doing crazy things over here. We're actually trying to help truckers be better truckers. So the motto we created was, "We're just truckers helping truckers be better truckers." So hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday evening. And like I said, you can get a hold of us, 516-387-1733, or check us out at redneckanize.com. Don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate all of that over there. And stuff ain't working. We get our stuff working back here. I took a little road trip here a couple days ago, so I have to get everything back up and running again. And that should do it. Let's see. There we go. That's it. And there we go. Hey, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to step right back and hit it back up. So don't forget, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate everybody doing that for us. And check us out, redneckanize.com. This is Redneckanize Radio.
I'm just that off about San Antonio with the radio blasting in the bird dog gone. There's a speed trap over here in Selma Town, but no local yokel's gonna shut me down. Me and my boys got the trigger wound, and we'll come 1,000 miles from a guitar band. Nothing ever happened around my hometown. I ain't kinda just hang around. But I heard someone calling my name one day, and I followed that voice down the lost highway. Everybody told me you can't get $37 in a jab guitar. Now I'm smoking into Texas with a hammer down and a rocking little combo from the guitar. Hey, pretty baby, don't you know it ain't my fault? I love to hear the steel asphalt. Wake up in the middle of the night in a truck stop, stumble in a restaurant, wonder why I don't stop. Well, I gotta keep running. 2-pack heavy in a motel tent. Hit the boards, I'm a brand new man with my back make my stand. Hey, pretty baby, won't you hold me tight? I'm loading up and rolling out of here. One of these days I'm gonna settle down, back with me to the guitar band.
Crack of dawn, I hit the road, set my shoulders for the heavy load, coffee leaking.
This week's episode is sponsored by LTR Transportation. Come be part of a great carrier celebrating a new year with new trucks and new growth. Check them out at ltrtransportation.com or give them a call at 720-277-0030. Thank you, LTR, for being supporter of Redneckanize. Redneckanize, common sense solutions for an uncommon world.
Billy man, come on. 6 o'clock news says somebody been shot. Somebody's been abused. Somebody blew up a building. Somebody stole a car. Somebody got away. Somebody didn't get too far. Yeah, they didn't get too far.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is Ed with Redneckanize Radio. We're coming at you here. This is Sunday. It's February 6th. It's about, almost 7:30. And we appreciate everybody's support out there. We're having a call to action here. We're trying to get the word out to everybody to let us know if you are out there living in around the Louisville, Kentucky area, and you got time to help us out and you're a supporter of Redneckanize, you give us a holler at redneckanize@usa.com. Go check us out, redneckanize.com, and you can see a contact point on there, and you can send us a message. We really appreciate it. We need some help, and we need people that live in around the Louisville, Kentucky area and got a little time on their hands where they can kind of help us out. We really appreciate your support. And we got just a lot of things going on. We need people's help. And, if you don't know already, we've been pretty much banned from being at the parking lot at the Mid-America Trucking Show. and we're just trying to get things solved where we can still be there and everything. Uh, if you haven't heard already, that we usually set up at the parking lot. We usually serve food. We got every dinner we got something different. We got entertainment, electricity, heat, everything you need, lights, everything you need to set up inside of a tent to where everybody can congregate and have fun. Even when if the weather's good or weather's bad, we can always have something going on there, and that's what we do. Everything time we do that. So really appreciate everybody's support. Like I said, send us a message, redneckanize at usa.com. We appreciate everybody doing that for us. So uh, that's pretty much us getting ready for the truck show. We do have a booth there. We paid for a booth, which we're still hoping that we can get there and do all that, and we're still working on getting that done. And of course, that's a whole nother job in itself. But other than that, we were usually setting up, trying to set up, and what do you call? We're trying to get set up there where we can do our normal thing, which is be in the parking lot and serve food and provide entertainment and all that. And we had great people ready to do that, and it just kind of fell out to where we couldn't do that anymore. And it kind of, it's a big jaw dropping thing because it was like they were always just saying, just keep it small, keep it small. We did the best we could to keep it small. Then now we're growing and we're getting a little bigger, and we're asking, hey, look, it's not as small as you want it to be. So we're asking for special permission, and no, can't get it. So even with all the extra support we've gotten, no, still no. So, so reach out everybody to help us out. Like I said, contact if you can contact. Uh, Give us a holler at redneckanize at usa.com if you're around the Louisville area. Let it get a hold of us. But if you're just wanting to voice your opinion, you need to just contact the truck show. Go to truckingshow.com, and there's a lot of contact points where you can contact the truck show and let them know. Just say, hey, I know you guys have a parking lot out there, and we've always been out there with Redneckanize, and we want Redneckanize there, and that's the best way to do it. So, um, so we got a YouTube live comment here. It's asking us, says, "Are you guys going to the show?" Well, like I said, right now we're planning on being there. We got a booth, but we're not currently right now. We are not allowed to set up in the parking lot like we've always been able to do, and that's the one thing we're not allowed to do is set up in the parking lot. So we're trying to get that fixed. And like I said, we need some people's help. Like I said, you can contact the truck show. Go to truckingshow.com. That's the Mid America Trucking Show itself. Contact those people that are there at the truck show and say, listen, we need, we want Redneckanize. That's all you got to say. We want Redneckanize. You don't have to say anything else. You don't have to tell them why, because I mean, frankly, you know, if they ask why, just say, because that's what I want. That's what I like. You know, I mean, that's they ask you, why do you like Clay Walker? They got Clay Walker there. Did they ask you why? If you wanted Clay Walker and why? They don't care. They're having a tractor pull on Saturday night. Uh I think Saturday. So it's yeah, Saturday. They're having a concert, I think Thursday night they said, like in the lobby or something there at the truck show. So after the truck show Thursday, they're having another concert there. And see, that's all fine and dandy. In fact, usually what we usually do is we usually uh knock everything down. We don't do anything in the parking lot until all the events for the truck show are closed or shut down. Once that stuff's over with, then we open ourselves up and have food and entertainment and everything. Because let's face it, when you're there, uh, you know, the truck show is only from like, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening. That's the latest. A lot of times it's at 4 or 5. So when those things shut down and then they have a concert, okay, so the concert goes till 7:30 or 8. I think the one concert, I think it lets out at like 9. Okay, so from 9 p.m. until 10 a.m., you got nothing to do. Now, if you need to sleep, go ahead, go sleep. But a lot of people, they want to be able to cut loose because this is your vacation, pretty much. I mean, any truck driver out there knows that when you are out there on the road all the time and you got rare time that you can afford to take off, and it's amazing. I mean, that's what I do, and I know a lot of truck drivers that go to the truck show. That's their vacation. Other than spending time with their family in the holidays, their time off that they take is for the truck shows. Some of them go to all the truck shows. They make as many as they can, and that's their time off. That's their time to cut loose, relax. You know, I mean, we got all these rules about truckers. They can't, you can't drink alcohol. So a lot of people, I mean, we know we do it all the time. We don't touch the stuff at all. And then every time we want to like knock a few back, to relax, that's at the truck show, or that's at at an event where we're able to relax. And then guess what? When the truck show's over, we don't touch the stuff no more. So that's what we do. They sell beer and like those wine coolers and stuff at the concerts, or you can buy it all day. You can walk around with a beer in your hand at the truck show. You go buy a beer, walk around, go look at all the gadgets, go, talk to all the people, go talk to recruiters with a beer in your hand. You can do that at the truck show. It's legit. You know, the recruiter might not want to hire you, but hey, you know, I'm at the truck show. I'm not in the truck. That's what you tell them, right? But that's the way it is. It's the trucker's time to cut loose. And Chris, right there and YouTube, we appreciate your support, bud. And go ahead and keep at it. And like I said, tell everybody if you know anybody that's in Louisville that lives in Louisville, uh, that can maybe help us out, just tell them to send us a message. We really appreciate that support. What do you call the biggest thing that we also were looking at is if you are a charity or any kind of group that you've been able to in the past, or you have done in the past where you set up and serve food to the truck drivers in the parking lot, and we could use your support as well. Reach out to us. You might have been told, you might not have been set up. We've been talking to a few other the charities that have been there in the past, and they've been told they're not allowed to set up. So no one at all, other than the people that are sponsors, which right now, as far as we see, is only TA and TA Express. That's according, if you pull it up on the internet, that's what it says. So they're the ones that are sponsoring the parking lot, and whatever they provide is what they provide. We're not allowed to provide anything. Nobody else is allowed to provide anything. So you know whatever they do. So we'll find out what all that goes through, and we'll see. Um, we're under the impression that it's just us, that the truck show just doesn't like us. They don't like talking to us, dealing with us, communicating with us, anything. I don't know. So, but that's it. That's what we're talking about, and we've got a few other things going on. We're just talking about latest news and everything. Like I said, I took a little road trip this weekend, so I wasn't really caught up on what I was going to talk about, other than just the truck show and how we needed everybody's support. So if you can do that for us, really appreciate everybody doing things like that. And that's pretty much how it is. So, but we appreciate everybody's support. Go check us out, redneckanize.com. Don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. It's been growing for us, and we're really excited about it. So go check it out here. We're going to step away, and we'll be right back. This is Redneckanize Radio.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way as I'm walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. I've been working in this factory for now 15 years. All this time I watched my woman drowning in.
Let me thank Trucker Tools for helping us out and supporting our messages. Trucker Tools is an all-in-one app for truckers and their business. The Trucker Tools app was built from feedback from real drivers and is always being updated to better assist drivers in saving time, running more efficiently, and making more money. Check out their website at truckertools.com. That's Trucker Tools, the app for truckers.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, this is Edward, Redneckanize Radio. We're live here every Sunday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. You can call in at 516-387-1733. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, just hit 1. If you want to listen along, you can. Like I said, if you're driving down the road and you need something to listen to, whatever, and it's Sunday evening, not a lot of things going on. Football's all gone. Baseball ain't started yet. I don't know. There might be some basketball games on or something. And ain't seen no good movies lately. Not me anyway. But you can give us a holler at 516-387-1733, and you can just listen along. Or if you want to talk, just hit 1. What do you call? You can also go back and listen to the old episodes. If you go to the Unplugged, or what is it called, blogtalkradio.com, and it's Unplugged Radio Network. And we've got a lot of issues on there going on with different shows. So appreciate everybody's support on that. And that's the Unplugged Radio Network, and you can get that on blogtalkradio.com. Those guys over there, it's a lot of cool things where you can listen to the old podcast, or you can, like I said, you can stream the new ones that are just coming out live here right now, like that. We're also on YouTube Live. We appreciate everybody's support on that. YouTube is a great channel. We've been starting up here a little over a year now, and it's been growing. I'm really, really excited about it. So if you haven't already, please go subscribe to that channel. We appreciate everybody doing that. And we're also on Facebook Live. We appreciate everybody supporting on Facebook. Of course, that's been our bread and butter. We've been able to get everything out there for everybody, and just make sure everybody's doing things. So we appreciate everybody doing that. And yeah, Cletus, hey man, I hope you can make it to the show. We're hoping we can be there. Right now, we are currently banned from the parking lot. We are not being able to set up in the parking lot like we usually can. So if you want us in the parking lot, like I said, get a hold of the truck show itself. Go to truckingshow.com. Go contact them over there and let them know you. And all you got to do, you ain't got to say nothing. All you got to do is say, "I want Redneckanize in the parking lot." That's all you got to say. You ain't got to say nothing else. You ain't got to tell them why. You ain't got to tell them when. They know when. All you got to do is say, "That's what we want." Drivers, truckers, we want Redneckanize in the parking lot. That's all I got to say. And then, you can give them your name, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. It's just the more the merrier, and the less confrontational, the better. We got told last year that a lot of drivers called in and they were getting confrontational. And to me, I think truck drivers often get confrontational when they're pushed. When their buttons get pushed, they become confrontational. And it's mostly all words, because we know, shoot man, truck drivers, we lost jobs for saying things we shouldn't have said. So we know what it's like to try to, we got to keep calm, because a lot of things happen. So when we voice our opinions and people come back at us, hey, you got to hold it. You got to keep it back. You just got to tell them. Bottom line, this is what we want. We want Redneckanize in the parking lot. That's what we want. That's it. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. Done deal. You can just call them up and say, "Hell, I'm a truck driver, and I want Redneckanize in the parking lot." That's all you got to say. And then you just hang up and say, "Thank you very much. Thanks for taking my call." Click. Done. Next one. Just imagine sitting there in an office. You're answering the phones, and the phones just are ringing off the hook. And you're like, "Yes, hello." You go, "I'm a truck driver, and I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thanks for taking my call." Click. "Hello?" "Yes, I'm a truck driver, and I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thanks for taking my call." Click. "Hello? I'm a truck driver, and I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thanks for taking my call." If they just did that over and over again, that's a dream of mine. You know, that's one of those things where you can die a happy person knowing that, because that's, when you got supporters like that do that stuff. Because we did that last year. We were told we weren't going to be allowed to set up. No, not last year, but 2020. We got told we weren't going to be able to set up, and then we sent out an email to everybody saying, "Hey, get a hold of them." And they called us and said, "Don't do that. It's causing problems over here." And we said, "Sorry, but we're trying to tell our supporters what we're doing." And that's what we're doing now. We're telling all of you out there, the supporters of Redneckanize, that right now we're not able to set up in the parking lot. Now we do have a booth, and we're still trying to make sure we can get that done, but we don't know for sure. So, because our main goal is the parking lot. But again, if you live in or around the Louisville, Kentucky area, and you got a little time on your hands, you can help out Redneckanize. Give us a holler, redneckanize@usa.com. Send us an email. and we appreciate that. The the biggest thing that we were talking about last week was Canada's protest. So we had a lot of discussion on Facebook about that. Of course, that's one of the great places to do it is on Facebook, where drivers can get their message out. It's funny to me when I first got on Facebook. I mean, it was Facebook had been out for like 5 years or whatever. So when I first got on there, and I'm thinking, I'll just try this out. They ain't no big deal. Ain't nobody else on it that I know for sure. No, it was amazing. Truckers, 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 truckers. It was one of the things where truckers could get together and unite and talk and communicate with each other. You're in the truck by yourself. And one of the great things is you were reaching out to other truck drivers. You're like, "Hey, man, I remember meeting you. Yeah, we worked at the same carrier together. We went to the same truck driving school, or we bought a truck, or we got our truck worked on at the same shop, or remember that time when it snowed and we got shut down there in Lima, Ohio, over there. Remember that? Yeah, yeah, okay, I know you. Yeah, cool." And next thing you know, groups and Facebook pages and all kinds of stuff started up, and it was amazing. It was amazing to me. So what happened is Canada had this big protest because it started with the mask mandates and the vaccine mandates and all that stuff, and they're just tired of it. One of the biggest rules that Canada has is that in order to cross the border, you got to be vaccinated. So uh, I think that's what it was. I'm not real sure, but the Canada rule is that if you were a Canadian driver and you crossed in the United States, to come back, you had to be vaccinated. And of course, it's not that way in the United States. I think you just have to have a test or something done or whatever. But the Canada said you had to be vaccinated, and they so the truckers had enough, and they said, "No, we ain't doing that." And so we started a little thing over here. We didn't, Redneckanize didn't, but other truck drivers started a little trend over here to try to get the same kind of patriotism going. And I think they formed a deal where it's a convoy to DC. It was a Facebook page group, something like that, and I think it was a group. And then they were trying to raise money or trying to get together to try to set up a convoy. And they were going to go from California all the way to Washington D.C. Well, Facebook took that down, and they said it went against their, you know, uh, it was just an extremist deal and all that. So I thought that was really weird. Uh, and everybody thought it was weird to cover. Of course they covered it. The news covered it. Fox News covered it. A couple other like what do you call Blaze Network? They covered it. So I don't know what's happening since then because that was Friday when all that was like a day old or whatever. So anybody else has any information like that on that, give me a holler and we'll talk about it. But I didn't find nothing else out. Let's see. I can pull up like Google or something and see if they did anything. Sometimes I just kind of Google the trucking industry and see what news is on there. And the top story is in CNN. CNN says crowds of demonstrators join rallies across Canada as COVID-19 truckers protest spreads. And this was updated today. Like, get out of there. What are you doing? All right, just so y'all know, and I think y'all agree, when they put these ads that like pop up and block everything where you can't see anything until you respond to the ad, that's got to go. Get out of here with that. And well, let's see. This is on a. We got this. This looks like a video. Let's see what's going on here. Might be something.
Welcome to
Yeah, see, that's a video, an advertisement. We'll wait till that goes through. But yeah, CNN covered it, and it's updated today at 2:30 p.m. This story updated, so we'll see what happens here. Here we go. Nope, didn't do it.
Sound is deafening, and yet protesters are
Here we go.
demanding to be heard. All day long and at all hours of the night, those with the so-called Freedom Convoy say they're staying put until vaccine mandates are dropped, the masks come off, and life returns to the way it was.
This the whole event has gone beyond just vaccines, and it is now about the entire ordeal.
We're asking for our freedom. That's all we want.
So they've been free to park big rigs right next to the Prime Minister's office, free to set up camp in front of the country's national parliament. As angry and frustrated as these protesters are, residents say they feel like hostages and they want police to do more.
I understand the police force does not want to directly intervene for fear of violence, but it feels like we've been left alone a little bit.
So desperate was this woman, she appealed directly to the protesters.
Downtown residents, children, elderly are suffering. Businesses.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
It seems to anyone.
This has been nothing but like disruptive. Like they're using.
There you go.
They're
So
claiming
CNN
their
is actually the victim is the people that are like, oh, I got to sit here and listen to all these horns. Oh, I don't like
Ottawa
it.
police say they have learned much in the past week, especially after reports of assaults, intimidation,
No, see,
and
look,
allegations
yep.
of hate speech and symbols.
Oh,
Our
man.
goal is to end the demonstration.
But
To try and
Okay,
do
there's
that,
video.
they have called in more
There's-
reinforcements, moving to what they call a surge and contain strategy. But the police chief warns
This remains, as it was from the beginning, an increasingly volatile and increasingly dangerous demonstration.
and it is spreading like a contagion
Okay,
itself.
so there's
right
plenty of
across
video.
The country,
I see all.
a handful of
I see
protests
video.
now, including a border
CNN
blockade
has video
between
right here.
Alberta and
I'm looking at it.
Montana. And now
Okay.
Canada's largest city,
They say
Toronto,
that there's hate speech
closing a large
and there are
section
hate
in front of
symbols.
the provincial legislature
and I have
this
not
weekend
seen one
as
bit. If
truckers
you've got proof
dissent.
of it, show it.
And more
But you don't-
worrying,
you don't have proof
closing
of that.
off the adjacent hospital row, where exhausted healthcare workers carry on battling COVID.
Anyone
Battling COVID.
who attempts to disrupt hospital access and routes of emergency operations, including ambulance, fire, or police, will be subject to strict enforcement.
And yet, both police and political leaders are warning this now resembles an occupation with no quick or easy end. Paul Newton, CNN, Ottawa.
Now, that's something right there. I tell you what, that is something else. I mean, that's proof right there. I mean, I didn't see anything. And I mean, if they're being blocked, like I said, if people are being blocked from getting to the hospital, show it. But that's not true because you don't have any evidence of people being blocked or being prevented from doing their jobs. If the police are prevented from, traveling down the road or up the road or whatever, show it. But you can't because there's no proof at all of that being done. So good job there, CNN. No wonder your guy had to step down because he was stooping the help, you know. So yeah, that's another thing right there. Just flat out lying. Don't even have any evidence. I mean, like I said, well, of course, I don't know if you're lying or not, but you ain't shown no proof, you know. So I can't help you. I don't know what to say with that. But we got other things here doing. Let's see what else. BBC Freedom Convoy. Ottawa declares emergency over trucker COVID rules protests. Ottawa mayor declares state of emergency to deal with trucking blockade. Fox News says Canadian trucker on America's newsroom, we're not giving in until mandates are gone. And there you go. I mean, and you know what's so funny? These guys, okay, these aren't millionaires. These aren't people that they don't have a lot of savings in their banks. If they're willing to do that for that long a time, that's amazing to me. Because how long will it go? I mean, what we know, everybody knows that the government and the politicians and all those people, they're all getting paid, and then they can wait it out because they're still making their paychecks. They're still able to do what they want to do, so they'll let it go on. The only people that'll give in looks like are the citizens that live there because they don't want to hear the horn sounds and all through the night. You know, CNN says that they're restricted from doing things. It's kind of like what is that? What happened in Seattle there when they took over that city and they said this area here the police aren't welcome and this is a different we're an autonomous zone. That's what they said it feels like. So I thought that was good. I thought we were allowed to do that. I guess we're not. I don't know. You know. there was people getting robbed and shot and everything at that place in Seattle. So they say that there's violence, assaults. Okay, show it. If somebody gets arrested, I'm sure you can get that on camera. Somebody getting arrested. No, 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 nobody in handcuffs. Anybody with like a black eye or a bloody nose? No, didn't have anything like that on there. Oh crap. Can't show it. Got any proof of people with hate speech or any kind of like, profanity or anything? Oh, don't have any of that. Nope. Okay. What are you gonna do? Right. See, CDL Life says trucker ignores firefighters' warnings to drive around gas leak. Oh, that's weird. Truck protests against pandemic measures spread across Canada. So that's still growing. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen anything about the United States and what they wanted to do. Doesn't say. Yep. Here's an interesting one we'll cover in a minute. But other than that, here we're just kicking right along. And like I said, we're getting ready for, I don't know when. We're hoping everybody can support the truck show. And like I said, give us a holler if you are in the Louisville area and you can help us out at Redneckanize at USA.com. If you are a charity group and you let's see, if you're a charity group and if you're a charity group and you're looking at setting up in the parking lot and you've been told you can't or you don't know for sure or not, like I said, give us a holler. We're trying to get everybody together on the same page on that. And you can just give us a email at redneckanize at USA.com. And like I said, we're trying to stand together, get everybody on the same page. We're trying to create that camaraderie of truckers that just where we can all be, we successful. We all want everybody to succeed is what we want. So we appreciate everybody's support on that. And like I said, go check us out, Redneckanize at redneckanize.com is our website. There's also a contact point on there. You can send us a message on that one as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate everybody doing that. And we're just going to step away here and we'll be right back. This is Redneckanize Radio.
So if I can keep it on the ground when I put that hammer down, then I'll be Texas bound and I'm flying. Well, if I can keep it on the ground when I put that hammer down, then I'll be Texas bound and I'm flying. I got my tin in the wind, let it all hang out again. Cause how you gonna win if you ain't trying? Now Smokey and the Bandit is a tale you don't forget.
We'd like to thank one of our supporters, DPF Regeneration. The folks at DPF Regeneration have always looked out for truckers. Today's technology in big trucks has gotten more and more complicated, especially when it comes to those particulate filters. DPF filters need to be serviced, cleaned, and sometimes replaced, and DPF Regeneration handles it all. They have the knowledge, the network, and the inventory to get what truckers need to stay out on the road making money. Give them a holler at 800-634-3010 or check them out at www.webacem.com. Plain and simple, DPF Regeneration.
When the sun comes up on the sleepy little town down around San Antonio, and the folks are rising for another day, round about their home. The people of the town are strange, and the proud of where they came. Where you talking about time ago?
Hey, all right, everybody. Hey, welcome back. Hey, this is Ed with Redneckanize Radio. You can give us a holler at 516-387-1733. We're live here every Sunday evening, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Appreciate everybody's calling in and listening along. If you want to be a part of the conversation, just hit 1. We appreciate everybody's support on that. Don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. And that's been growing out great. We really appreciate everybody's support on that. And I think that's going to be our future. That's what I think. I think YouTube it grows and, we get big enough and people watch our videos and we make more videos and then hopefully we make more money. that way without having to get any kind of donations or sponsors. Of course, we still appreciate all of our sponsors. One of the great sponsors we got that we really enjoy having is DPF Regeneration. You guys can check those guys out. That's You can check them out, dpfregeneration.com. And of course, that's those guys. They got the particulate filters. They sell them and they clean them. uh, they know where you need to take them. If you got any help, you need to do that. They also got different parts like the different SCR units, the EGR coolers, uh, the catalyst mufflers, all the different stuff. And they said they're getting into like charge air coolers and turbos and stuff like that too. So hopefully, they're just going to keep growing with the great parts that they know. They got a lot of knowledge on diesel engines. So you can give them a shout out at 800-634-3010. Or like I said, go check them out, dpfregeneration.com. And when you go check them out, make sure you let them know you appreciate them supporting Redneckanize, because we really do appreciate them. So, like I said, we're just getting ready for the truck show. We reach out to as many people as we can to try to get that information out there. And hopefully we'll be able to get there. Uh, but we are trying to get people support. So if you live in or around the Louisville, Kentucky area and you support Redneckanize and you feel like you got a little time to help us out, give us a holler, redneckanize at USA.com. Go check our website out, redneckanize.com. You can also send us a message on there. And we're looking for people to help us out. We've been banned from going to the parking lot. We're not going to be able to set up in the parking lot as of right now. So we're looking at different things that we can do. And we need people that are in Louisville that might be able to help us out with more details and stuff like that. So give us a holler, and we appreciate everybody doing that for us. Also, if you are a charity or any kind of group that has been in the past or has wanted to set up at our deal at the parking lot, and you told you can or whatever, give us a holler, and we'll definitely want to get with y'all. We're trying to just get everybody on the same page. We appreciate everybody's help on that. Just to try to get everybody on the same page, make sure everybody is doing good and knows what's going on. And like I said, if you've been told you can't set up or you haven't been told yet, we want to make sure everybody knows that and everything. So hopefully you can get on that till. Um, yeah, I'm trying to read the stuff on here. It's on Facebook. I appreciate you guys commenting along there. To Trish and Cheryl, yeah, I know you guys. Hey, what's going on? Glad you're listening along and everything. Like I said, we've been talking about the truck show and we're talking about the Canadian protests up there. CNN has really been shining a light on it, telling us that we're a bunch of racists up there protesting, and we're like assaulting people and robbing things and preventing people from getting to the hospital. But they have not shown any video evidence of that. So I'm kind of expecting to show any if you got evidence of it, if proof of it, just show it. And we video evidence, that's all we need. But obviously they had a whole like good 4-minute video there showing a report talking about all those things that they've seen reported, but no actual evidence of it. So I don't know what to tell you. But there was a cool little article here I saw. It was on cdolife.com, and it says first ever time an electric truck pulls a full size Cup Series hauler to the NASCAR event, and it's Discount Tire. What is that? Is that Henrik? I don't know. It says on Thursday, Team Penske and Freightliner say that they've made history by using an Cascadia semi truck to pull a full size Team Penske race car hauler to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum ahead of the weekend's Clash event. Team Penske said the news release from the battery electric semi hauled the trailer from a Penske truck leasing location in Ontario, California, to the inaugural race to the LA Coliseum as part of the Freightliner's primary sponsorship of the number 2 Freightliner Cascadia Ford, driven by NASCAR Cup Series Rookie of the Year contender Austin. Oh, that's what Cindric. Is that how you say it? Cindric. And of course, first thing that makes you laugh is that the hauler, Team Penske. I mean, I don't know where the car was. Primarily, all those places that have those cars, like multiple cars, race teams, they're all in like North Carolina or in that area like Virginia, because all those races are all out there. So it's kind of the best. But the electric truck pulled the trailer from Ontario to the LA Coliseum. That might be an hour drive. I don't know. But hey, when an hour down the road, that means it must be reliable enough to take it all over the country. Don't you think so? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. So they say there's a video. There is, I think this is a video from Facebook, and it's electrifying. It says, we've changed. It says, we've charged up to see the Freightliner trucks, Ford Mustang this weekend, Los Angeles Motor Coliseum with Austin centric. And then it says, Team Penske has been evolving the Freightliner since 1984, said Team Penske. Said Transportation Director Chris Yoder, who oversees 20 Freightliner truck at the team's Mooresville, North Carolina headquarters and piloted the Cascadia during its historic drive. I think it's safe to say that we've operated every model road tractor Freightliner has produced since 1984. Yesterday's trip to the with the Cascadia will mark its pinnacle of our partnership. Together, we've innovated and developed on the ground floor, and this trip is symbolic of the next journey we plan to take together, a carbon neutral future with a focus on sustainability. So yeah, and yeah, and see, so yeah, Chris, he confirmed it. It's like, from Ontario to LA, 30 to 45 minutes, and that's without traffic. And you know what, Chris, they probably had some kind of police escort to make sure that the truck didn't have to like slow down too much, because it would lose momentum and it would drain the battery too quickly or whatever. They probably had a police escort because they had news crews filming the whole thing or whatever like that. So yeah, it probably didn't have to deal with traffic at all. But you know, and if there's a traffic jam and the electric truck just sits there, it ain't no, what's it doing, whatever. So yeah, that's funny to me. Uh, yeah, here's the video. They got a video. They put it up on YouTube. Trying to figure out if they, no, whatever. We're going to share it to our Facebook page if I can. And I can't do it that way. It's just weird how they did all that. But yeah, we'll get this article out there. You guys can see the video, and we'll see how that goes. But I thought that was funny because NASCAR loves burning that gasoline. We're going to be when are we going to put electric engines into the NASCAR cars? I mean, everybody says that those Teslas, they can move. So Team Tesla, man, turn that battery on and let's get on the NASCAR. Let's win some races. Let's do it. You know, but until then, we're gonna force all the truck drivers to you can't idle, you can't do anything, you can't burn any diesel fuel doing anything else. But let's go NASCAR because it's awesome. NASCAR's cool. Truck driving isn't. That kind of thing. Um, and that's and all you truck drivers out there, what happens? What happens when you're driving on the highway over there in Florida or over there in Alabama, and the race is over, and those trucks have got to get to the next track to set up, right? I mean, if the race is in, like, Atlanta on a Sunday, and the next race is in Dallas the next day or the next week, you know what they're doing? They're doing like 85, 90 miles an hour down Interstate 20 to get to the next race. They're moving, right? They're always moving. When they're down in Homestead, Florida, and they got to get up to Atlanta or they got to get up to Charlotte for the next race, then they're moving, man. They're moving. 1 o'clock in the morning, you're driving down the highway at 65, 70 miles an hour. All of a sudden, your doors get blown off because the NASCAR trucks are going right by you, and it happened to me tons of times. So yeah, that's funny stuff there. Funny stuff. But other than that, like I said, we've just been getting ready for the truck show. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. We're sending out a call to action. If you are a group that's been wanting to set up at the parking lot and you've been told you couldn't, or you don't know for sure, like I said, give us a message out at redneckanize@usa.com, or get on our website, redneckanize.com. Send us a contact. You hit the contacts and it sends us an email, basically from the same way, but it's through the website and everything. But we'd like to know and reach out to you and talk to you about that, because what we're doing is trying to get together and make sure everybody is just make sure everybody's on the same page. We want to support everybody just like people support us. We want to make sure that happens. So we can do that, and and all that kind of stuff. So what do you got going on, sis? Oh, let's see. NASCAR, yeah, man. I tell you what. Well, NASCAR, I agree with you. You know, they've they've become woke just like the rest of them. You know, uh, they yeah, see, they don't want firearms. They don't want to they. Well, I mean, even that stuff too. I mean, like even the sponsors, they're picky with their sponsors. They don't want their sponsors to show different things, certain things, and all that on their cars. Of course, they got rid of Winston. You can't smoking cigarettes is bad. So Winston, it used to be the Winston Cup. So you got this company that was a big supporter of your organization, your league. Everybody else, uh, nobody else was doing it, but Winston was. And now you got the beer. The beer they're doing okay. Uh, I remember one guy on Fox News one time said about ATF. It's a treasury organization. ATF is alcohol, tobacco, firearms. It's the like law enforcement wing of the Treasury Department, right? And one guy said on Fox News one day, he goes, "Why is that? Why is the ATF, which is in charge of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, and of course they also say explosives, why is that? Why is that organization part of Treasury?" And he said, "Because those three items are recession proof. Like if there is a downturn in the economy, beer, firearms, and cigarettes never lose sales. They will always keep their same sales because that's people have to have that stuff, right? And it's funny to me. It's because like, well, milk and eggs, we that people have to have milk and eggs too. People have to have McDonald's. People have to have meat and chicken. Why doesn't that see that? And it's funny to me because you mean to tell me that when you look at these reports and you see slight dips in everything, but the dips in sales in meat and chicken and eggs and milk is more than tobacco and firearms and alcohol, more enough to where you say, you know what, we need to go after those people, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. We need to chase those people down. I mean, that's amazing to me. It's amazing that the government sees that like that. Well, that's what I said, Trish. Yeah, let's get Tesla out there, win some races. That's what I said. Man, I can't see the comment. It keeps going. I don't know, whatever. But that's another one of our great sponsors that's mentioned on Facebook. There is Load to Ride Transportation. We appreciate everybody's support on that. That's ltrtransportation.com. I can pull them up right now and just read them off to you. That's Load to Ride Transportation is a great little outfit out of Denver, Colorado. And if you're one of those drivers out there that likes a good company that can keep you busy, sounds like to me they can keep you pretty busy, especially in that part of the country. They do the hazmat, temperature control, special handling, expedited, and they got some pretty cool trucks. I mean, looks like they stay pretty busy. When we were talking to them about getting sponsored, I mean, it was always hard to get them on the phone because they're always busy. So that's a good sign, right? If you're trying to be with a carrier that's always got freight. But like I say, you can give them a shout out at 720-277-0030. Or like I said, look them up at ltrtransportation.com. That's Load to Ride Transportation. And if you want to talk to them, make sure you mention you appreciate them supporting Redneckanize because we really do appreciate them doing that. So we're just rocking right along here. It's just a little after 8 in the East Coast, and we're just kind of kicking back, seeing what else is going on out there. We saw Canada. Canada was getting uh they're over there in Ottawa right now, and the trucks are all set up like in the square there right in front of Parliament and the Prime Minister's office and all that. So they're all like out there up front and they're honking their horns day and night, and they're just parked there and all that. So CNN went up there and they did a report. There's a video on that. We'll pull that up and we'll share that to our Facebook page. But they were saying in the report, they were telling you that uh, there are mentions of racism and hate speech and people waving, signs with racial slurs and people being assaulted and violence potential violence and everything, and it's very hostile and stuff like that. And people are very, very scared, and people might be prevented. They said that they had to get out there and make a speech that if anybody is prevented from getting to the hospital, because the hospital is like right around the corner, and they said people are being prevented from getting to the hospital, and the workers can't get to the hospital. They kept saying that over there on the report, and the videos were like, okay, show the videos of that happening. Oh wait, there isn't one. There isn't any video, any kind of evidence of any kind of any of those claims that they made. So there's no pictures of any signs, nothing. And any of the people they interviewed, they all seem to be very calm and upset, but calm, talking about this is for everything, not just about COVID, not just about mandates, about everything. That's what they said. And so CNN doesn't seem to be too thrilled about what's going on up there. And the parliament says they may have to act because the people that live in the area, they're not too happy about having to hear all the sirens and the horns going off nonstop. So so the people have told the government, "Hey, you need to do something about that." And it's like, well, these guys are bringing your food to you. As long as you can go to the store, this is the same people. So, what do you want? You want horns blowing, or you want empty shells? You know, so you can't have one with the other, or without the other. So that's what's going on in Canada. And then of course we found out that Facebook shut down the group. I don't. Hey, Trish or Cheryl, I don't know if y'all heard anything about that. Uh, about what's going on out there with the Facebook group. Was it a group or a page that they took down for the convoy to DC? There was supposed to be a convoy they were going to start up, and they had a Facebook group with that. And I think Facebook took it down. They said it was, like goes against violence or whatever. I don't or potential violence. I don't know. It's crazy stuff like that. Remember when Canada was raising money for their convoy, GoFundMe, they froze the funds because they were like, "Oh, we don't know what this is all about." So yeah, that was silly, you know, and everything. Oh, let's see here. See, I can't see all that. Oh well. Oh, I see what you. Okay, never mind. Good deal. Good deal. Appreciate everybody commenting on there. And like I said, I'm learning. So if I'm going a little slow, it's because I'm trying to get the comments. I'm learning this. I'm learning. I'm doing good. Doing good. Other than that, we're just kind of kicking back and getting through this. Like I said, everybody, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's been growing for us really good. We really appreciate everybody's support on that. And all of the stuff that we got, all the connections to our sponsors, all the connections to our social media accounts are all on our website, redneck.com. And we do all that stuff on there. Like I said, we're trying to get ready for the show. We have a booth there. The booth is over there by the food court in the West Wing Pavilion over there. It's if you've ever been to the show and you get dropped off from the parking lot to the bus over there, and you walk in, and there's that area that's open where you go register and everything. We're just like a couple of booths down from that for where you register. So that's pretty exciting to do all that. And we're excited about doing that kind of stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to hopefully still be at the booth, and we're hopefully still going to be in the parking lot. We just don't know yet because we've been told right now we're banned from that. We're banned from the parking lot. So as of right now, no parking lot. And if we reached out to everybody. Chris said he's going to call them, and what I said was on there was that if you think that we should be at the parking lot, then you need to let the truck show know. Go to truckingshow.com. That's the Mid America Trucking Show's website, truckingshow.com. There's contact points on there all over there. They got a little mark on there where you can contact them, and you can just let them know. And you don't have to do like any kind of big speech or anything. All you need to do is really is a phone number or an email, whatever you need to do, and you call them. They say, "Hello, can I help you?" Say, "Yes, I'm a truck driver and I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thanks for taking my call." Click. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And my dream is that a million people call and their phone rings off the hook and everybody says those exact words. "I'm a truck driver and I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thanks for taking my call." That's all you got to say. You can send them an email. "I'm a truck driver. I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thank you very much." And that's all in the email. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. Get 10,000 emails if they, saying that very same thing. That's all you got to say. Because you don't have to tell them why. I mean, you want to see Clay Walker? Clay Walker's a pretty good deal. That's a good gig to get to come to the truck show. Clay Walker, that's awesome. He's a good singer. He's a good performer. Hey, I'd like to see Clay Walker. Nobody asked me why, so why should I have to tell them why I want Redneckanize in the parking lot? That's what I want. If I'm the product, I'm the center of attention as an attendee of the truck show. They want me there. Okay, how can we get you to come to the truck show? Put Redneckanize in the parking lot, and I'll be there every year. Plain and simple, nice and easy. That's it. That's how you get it done. So we're going to step away here, and we're going to take a little break. And we appreciate everybody's support out there. So go check us out, redneckanize.com. Don't forget our great sponsors. That's LTR Transportation and DPF Regeneration. You can check all those guys out. Like I said, we got links to our website. Also, we have our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to that. And we'll be right back. This is Redneckanize Radio.
I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I've been bad. I've been good. Dallas, Texas, Hollywood. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. Take me back, way back home, not by myself, not alone. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch.
We'd like to thank one of our supporters, DPF Regeneration. The folks at DPF Regeneration have always looked out for truckers. Today's technology in big trucks has gotten more and more complicated, especially when it comes to those particulate filters. DPF filters need to be serviced, cleaned, and sometimes replaced, and DPF Regeneration handles it all. They have the knowledge, the network, and the inventory to get what truckers need to stay out on the road making money. Give them a holler at 800-634-3010 or check them out at www.webakeem.com. Plain and simple, DPF Regeneration.
Girl, you taught me how to hurt real bad and cry myself to sleep. You showed me how time can shatter a dream. Another lesson out at night. Ooh, we came to Babylon. Found out that the pie don't taste so sweet. Now it's guitars, Cadillacs.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is Ed with Redneckanize Radio. We're here live Sundays, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. You can call in at 516-387-1733. Be part of the conversation. You just hit 1. If you want to listen along, you just keep your headset on going down the road with the phone on and listen along. It's nice and easy that way. We're also on YouTube. We appreciate everybody on YouTube for watching and supporting and commenting on there. Appreciate everybody's support on that. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done already. appreciate everybody doing that. And don't forget one of our great supporters, and that's Trucker Tools, the Trucker Tools app. You can check them out, truckertools.com. You can download their app from the App Store. It's one of those where you can track, you can book freight, track freight, and you can find fuel stops and truck stops and service centers and, different places to get your truck worked on, or dealerships or parking, even Walmarts. So, yeah, check them out, Trucker Tools, truckertools.com. We appreciate their support. And like I said, when you give them a good comment, leave them a good comment. Go rate the app on the App Store there. Leave them a comment. Let them know you appreciate them supporting Redneckanize, because we really do appreciate them. So we're just gonna keep rocking along here, and I think we got. It's Greg hour now. It's Greg time now. Is that right?
That would be right.
That would
How
be
you
right.
doing, Ed?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, bud?
Oh, hanging in there. Busy day today. I had a lot going on. I almost forgot about your show. I
Yeah.
had a lot going on today.
Yeah. See,
My phone broke.
other
Got
people.
up this morning. My phone hadn't been charging all night, so I had to take it over and replace my phone today. And then the number didn't get transferred over into it to the show, and was dealing with
Hey.
that. Then I was over. Had to go over and fix my trailer where they idiots poked a hole in the side of it the other day because they had to be in a big hurry.
Man, brand new trailer.
ain't a year
Brand new
old. They
trailer.
put a fork to the side of it.
See, man. Oh man, that is terrible.
So yeah,
Yep.
it is what it is.
That's right.
What
It
do you
is
do?
what it is. What are you going to do? Yep. Man, oh man. But yeah,
Yep, just fix it and go on.
that's right.
Can't be crying in your bed. Just do it and go on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, so I think we've been doing good tonight, man. We got a lot of responses on YouTube, good comments on there, good comments on Facebook. I'm really excited about it. Of course, I'm learning all this, trying to pay attention to the comments and everything. And then we got a few phone calls on here, listening along. So I'm pretty excited about tonight's show. I was thinking about skipping it because
Oh, that's good.
today was my mother's birthday, and we went down and we visited. Everybody met up with my mother's house. We kind of like all texted each other, "Hey, we'll see you there Saturday night." So we all showed up Saturday, spent the night, got up this morning, had a nice big breakfast, and then took pictures and spent time together and all that. And then I hurried back to get back here so I can do the show. And I'm glad I did, because
Yeah, I
everybody's
saw that.
paying attention to the show tonight. So I'm really excited about that.
No, you got to spend time with family, Ed.
That's
I
right.
mean, your radio show's one thing, but your mother,
Parents come first.
your parents come
There you
first.
go. There you go.
Everything else is second. Because they're only here for a little bit, and once they're gone, they're gone. You'll wish you had them.
That's right.
Trust me.
That's right. That's
Take it
right.
from somebody that knows.
There you go. I appreciate that.
Spend as much time with them as you can while they're here.
There you go. I appreciate that. Yep. Yep. But yeah, we're
Yeah, that's
I thought that our little we're gonna take the I recorded me saying that call to action. We need people to call in to message us about living in Louisville, because we need some help doing that. We need people. We need support. I think that's the one thing we just need. We just need more support. And you would agree with me that people call show management, or whoever it is. I don't know who it is. The truck show. Truckingshow.com. There's a phone number on there. You call that phone number and you just tell them, I'm a truck driver. I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thanks for taking my call. That's all you got to say.
Like I said before, it's just like Oido. Oido wants to sit around and preach, hey, strengthen numbers.
That's right.
It works for them. It works for everybody else. They keep saying, hey, that's what you got to do. You got to have strengthen numbers. Okay. So we'll just go follow their lead. Strengthen numbers, people.
Yep.
Do what you got to do.
That's right.
I mean, it's out of our hands. There's nothing else we can do. It's either they do that and they give us permission to do it, or we will not be down there anymore. That's the way it is.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't want any charities there, and it's
Yeah, they don't want any charities there.
That's right. That's
It's
what we
not
heard.
for the drivers. It's for they're chasing the money. Is what it is. As long as the corporations are there, the manufacturers, that's all they care about.
Yeah.
The white
Right.
shirts. They don't care about the
Yep.
little guy, which is the drivers. They can care less.
And I think that's what the Mid America Trucking Show, the one in Louisville, I always said that truck show was more trucker friendly because it was so big, and because it was so spread out,
Right.
and because the parking lot was so big that you could park there. And I've always said that. And now it's becoming more of a corporate thing. Like I told people before that would tell us in Louisville, say, hey, you need to come down to the Dallas show. And I told y'all never been, but I've been. And I said the
Right.
Dallas show is not for truckers. The Dallas show is for the corporate people. That's why it's downtown. There's hardly any truck parking. That's what it's becoming now. It's becoming that now, where it's going to be just
Well,
for the corporate people, for just for the OEMs, just for the big wigs to walk around and, what did they say in that movie Titanic? They just pat each other on the back for being masters of the universe.
yeah. Well, it's just like I don't know. We've had the problem for years down there. I mean, they've never really got to the point where they started threatening to throw everybody out. But now they are, and reason being, and I've said it, I don't care. I'll continue to say it, and it's they've lost the last 2 years of the shows and everything. So now they're trying to recoup all their money in 1 year, and they don't. Hey, whatever.
Yep. Yep.
Anybody that says no, they're not. Prove me wrong.
Right.
Because that's what it looks like. It just appears that, and basically, at the read email, that's exactly what Toby is basically saying. Toby and Adam both are saying, that we want as much truck parking as possible down there because we want your money, but we don't want you. That's basically what they're coming down to.
Right. Right.
We want your money, but once the show's over, we don't care about you. Once that show closes over there, what have you left to do but go over there and sit in your truck? Yeah, you can sit around your truck and you can bring beer for your buddies, or you can go, fix you a hot dog if you've got that option. But how many of them don't have that option?
Right.
Yeah, who wants to sit there in a truck and stare out the windshield or sit around in a lawn chair when there was so much more that was going on there?
And then like they kept saying that there's a limit or there's a restriction on, like, if you want to set up a hibachi grill or whatever, you can't do it a certain way, and there couldn't be open flames and all that stuff like that. And it's like, okay, so by telling drivers that they have to cook for themselves or whatever, how many hibachi grills you gonna think I'll be out there now? I mean,
well, I just want to know. I don't know who their sponsors is because they still haven't posted it.
No, it does say.
Oh, does it say TA now? Okay.
Yeah, it says
All right.
TA.
Well, that's
it says
okay.
TA, right? It's
Well, the question is, what they need to be asked them too is, what is TA going to do for the drivers that we did?
Yeah.
What are they? What have they got planned? What's TA going to do for them?
Well, I mean, I remember.
Like I said before, what?
Yeah, no, what I was going to say was, you remember that one morning on Thursday morning when the showers first opened up, they had like a dozen donuts right there. Like, you can walk into the tent and you had to pay for your shower, and you got a free donut as long as you were the first 12 people in the tent. If you were the 13th person, you were SOL.
Yeah, the way TA's going at it, if you're real lucky and you get to your app on time, you might be able to reserve a parking spot there before they're all taken up.
They might do that.
I'm waiting on that.
Well,
next.
That's what you said.
Everything else.
You said that Papa John's parking lot's going to be filled with all those yellow signs that say, to reserve a spot, go to the app.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, go to the app, awesome. Reserve a parking spot.
Yep, that's what's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
I mean, what's to keep them from doing it? They're controlling everything else. Yeah. They're letting them do everything, and they're not doing anything for the drivers, which they don't do anything for the drivers at the truck stops. Their markup is phenomenal on their stuff, and they don't want you in there. They want you. That's why they're taking all the restaurants out. They're putting fast food in there. They want you to come in, get your fuel, grab you a damn, burger. Oh, with the drivers. Oh, we appreciate the drivers. Eat healthy. The drivers got to eat more healthy. Yeah, grab this damn taco and get the hell out of here and get going.
That's right.
We don't want you there. That's crazy.
One of the things about the truck show too, I remember from a documentary I watched about social media. It's all free. You go to the truck show, it's free. Free parking, free tickets, it's free. Okay, they want you there. Okay, now what's not free is anything that you want. So when you show up and you want something to eat, you got to buy it. If you want something to drink, you got to buy it. If you want any of those products, you got to buy it. So the thing is, though, is they want you there. They'll say you can show up for free, you can park for free. Well, in the social media world, if everything that to get you to get there is free, and you don't have to pay for it, then you are the product. They want you there.
Nothing in life is free.
Right. So when you show up there for free,
thing is free.
Yeah, they're gonna get that out of you. They're gonna get everything they can out of you, and that's what they're pushing for. They're pushing for you to buy more food at the show, buy more stuff, because you don't need it and all that. And what we've always done is that it's like you're gonna see a guy now. He's probably gonna be selling hibachi grills at the truck show. Hey, buy this grill so you can cook your dinner tonight because ain't nobody else going to cook for you.
Yeah, well, hey, go over there, buy a bottle of water over there at the show and see what it costs you.
Yeah, yeah.
Go over there, $4.
Man.
Tim,
Yeah.
Tim said $4.
Yeah.
Yeah, go over there and get you a sandwich over and see what. By the time you get over there and you eat, get you something to drink and eat, well, you're pretty much, they're taking away from that. So that's money that you ain't gonna be able to buy product with. So
Exactly.
but truck shows getting that money.
Exactly.
Them in the university. So I ain't giving them nothing for nothing. They ain't giving me nothing. I ain't giving them nothing.
That's right.
But back to the convoys, Ed.
Okay, there you go. Let's go.
The convoy up there in Canada. Boy, they're getting it done up there. And people, they're raising hell up there.
So did you hear me when I talked about it? I pulled up CNN, did a report, and they did that today. So it got published today. They did a report. CNN did. Now CNN says that there are threats of violence, people being assaulted, and there are racial slurs and signs that have racial, the threats on there. And they said that they're being that the hospital workers that are around the corner are being prevented from getting to their job. And the police chief had to come out and say if anybody is blocking the path of any hospital, ambulance, or what are they else do they call it? The police or fire. If anybody's blocking that, they'll be dealt with those, severely dealt with and all that. And then I'm watching the video and I'm okay, show the video. Show me the evidence that this is happening. And there's nothing. No pictures or video of anybody being beaten up or had been beaten up. There's no signs or any kind of people yelling out any kind of racist or racial, problems or anything like that. There's nothing happening. The only people that seem to be severely upset, are the residents, the people that live in that downtown Ottawa area, because you guys are blowing these horns too loud. I'm suffering. Leave me alone. Go away.
All right, go get Trudeau's ass out there then and turn him over, and then we'll see where we go. Then we'll get out of here. When we get what we want, you'll get what you want.
Well,
Simple as that.
Well, that's what I said
and
is that
as far as the violence and everything, the police chief and them come right out the other day up there in Ottawa and had a press conference and said that was the most peaceful protest that he had ever seen. There is none. There will be none. They're not interfering in it. They're letting them go because people have the right to a peaceful protest. That's the way it is.
I remember hearing
the military.
That was not in the CNN report. That the
video
of that.
To get the military to come in there, and the military said no. There's no reason. They got no reason to come in there. There's no reason to come in there.
Right. Yep.
So now they're getting ready to do the same thing down here, which. I like their idea. I do, and we know the ones that's get ready to do it. That's kicking it off, and that's all good. They're good people, but I don't know. They're not going to do it until March 1st. I mean, I'm sure they got good reasons for doing it March 1st, but I just think that, in my opinion, they're dragging their feet. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll be right there with them. They want to do it. I'll be right there with them.
What I heard
but I think they're dragging their feet. They should be doing it right now. While Canada's doing it, we should be going down to D.C. right now.
Well, they said that
both countries at the same time.
They said Facebook took down the Facebook page or the group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it don't fit their narrative. Well, yeah, they don't want it. They don't want it out. Well, it don't matter because they're starting another group.
They did.
They started another group. What is it? The People's Convoy.
The People's Convoy, yeah.
The People's Convoy 2022. Go to the People's Convoy. Mike Landis, Brian Brass is the leader of it, and then Michael Landis is in there.
I don't remember Jeremy's last name.
And
here we go. Yep.
Jeremy. But
Trish might know.
I'm thinking, Trish might know. Just said, but my opinion is I'm looking. I don't know. Tiff and I talked about it a little bit last night.
Just the People's Convoy.
Yes, just the People's Convoy. That's the name of it. The People's Convoy.
The People's Convoy.
No, People's Convoy.
Oh yeah, okay.
People's Convoy. I'm sending him an invite right now.
He's sending you an invite right now. Tiff and I was talking about it. If they want to play their games down at the truck show. That starts at 20. thinking about starting at March 1st.
That is the date they've already set.
That's a date that they've already set to leave California, and they're going to start marching across the states, across the United States, and everybody's just going to fall in with them as they come by. And we have seriously thought about, again, people down there, they're fuel, whatever that they're going to do, they haven't hard enough. Well, food, we're going to have food. Now, if they can't get enough food, why not go down and help? A lot of these charity groups don't want to do that. You want to do something? Get into that.
There you go. I like
go
that.
Go down there and provide some free food for them.
Yep, it's the
what better way to get your name out there too? Get in with the deal. Let them be seen.
Yep, it's the People's Convoy. It's a public Facebook group, and
right.
They got a cool little logo on there. It's a circle logo, and it's got American, but it's Amera with the American, and then it's got Canadian, the CAN, and it's American, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, let's get it. So what time did they say it was going to start? Like when? What day was it?
It's supposed to be starting, as what I've heard, is March 1st.
Okay.
They're going to start rolling out of California on March 1st.
They're going to do a press conference with all the updates of everything.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a press conference with updates on everything. So watch Fox News, because they've been on Fox News the other night. Couple different times. So just watch that, follow them, and they're going to put stuff out, information out as it starts, and it's not just it's for the mandates, the vaccine mandates. It's the school, the or what they're doing with the kids, everything. I mean, everything. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not to do with just the truckers. The way we're being treated too. We can't go across the border unless you're vaccinated. They can't come down here. It's nonsense. There's no proof of it, and that's what they're fighting.
There you go.
They're fighting for a cause. So it's what they're mad about is it's going to take money out of Big Pharma's pocket. It's going to take money out of Joe.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. Kamala's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. But yeah, just follow them. But that's what's going on. And I thought, take it into the show. What better way to do it? Get everybody together and go down there and start that.
Yeah, yeah.
Take the pick up the trailer, set the roasters up, throw a bunch of food together, go down there and start fixing our chili and sloppy joes and stuff, and start.
They'd appreciate it.
Down there. Yeah, at least you'd be doing something for somebody that will actually appreciate what you're doing.
Yep. So we got a question on YouTube. One of our good fans, Chris, on there. He doesn't have Facebook, so he's on YouTube. And we're trying to figure out if there's a way he can stay in contact with those people without actually having to be on Facebook. But we'll
give me a minute.
Okay, she's
hang on,
man. She's digging.
It. Here, get her. There's an app called Getter, Getter.
And Brian Brass is on there, and that's where they're going to move everything over.
Brian Brass is the one that's on there. Since they kicked them off Facebook, banned them from Facebook, they got on this app called Getter, and that's where they're doing everything now is through Getter. Getter.
Yep, I'm looking it up too.
And his name, the guy that started it, his name is Brian Brass.
Brass,
B-R-A or Brace. B-R-A-S-E.
S-E.
Braze, okay, yeah.
Brace.
And
okay.
Brian
_ Brace. B-R-A-S-E.
I think it's Getter,
that's the
not
app
ER.
Getter.
I thought it's just R.
Yeah, G-E, Greg, Edward, Tom, Edward, Robert. Getter.
And it looks like it's holding, the app has a red flame, like a
Yeah.
thing that the one.
Yeah, but it's not an ER.
Yeah.
It's just Getter.
Getter.
No,
Wait a minute,
no.
wait a minute.
Unless she spelled it
I
wrong.
spelled it wrong.
She spelled it wrong. It is R then.
If you look it up, it's
Yeah,
Getter. Yep,
He's
Getter.
telling me the way it is.
Yeah. No, we got it. Hey, hey,
Get her.
hey,
All right.
you want
I
to?
felt
Hey,
like it's
Greg,
properly supposed to be spelled.
Greg, don't yell at me. You want to yell at somebody? Robbie's on here. You can yell at him.
No, I don't even want to talk to him.
Yeah, I know. He didn't. I
I know.
called him
He had-
yesterday, and he didn't want to talk to me.
I was busy yesterday. In fact, I forgot all about it. I've been busy, man. A phone broke. I had to replace my phone. I've been trying to patch the side of my trailer. My TV blew up the truck. I got to fix that. It snowed like hell around here. It ain't been doing nothing but snowing. Colder than hell. So, you know, it is what it is. I got a busy man here.
Busy playing with that clicker in the living room.
I ain't been playing no clicker. Wrong again, Junior.
see, you sit around too much, and
well, why? My question to you is, why are you going out and buying a new tire when you could have had that one plugged, patched?
I couldn't.
Well,
it was too close to the
sidewalk,
sidewall, man.
They said it was too close to the sidewalk.
No, I looked at it. It was right at the sidewall. The screw went sideways, dude.
It don't matter. You put a patch in the corner of that. It'll take it. Put a Kex plug in there, ream it out, put a plug up through there, pull it up through there, roll it out in there. Get it done, man. Hit it. Send it.
It's already done deal.
What do you do? Get rid of the tire?
Case credit.
Case credit.
Case credit. Oh, they'll give you a case credit for it, but they wouldn't patch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a screw job. That was a brand new tire. And they got a brand new tire for a case and credit.
Missy has COVID. And Maggie's dad's fighting it too.
Okay. Cool. But man, yeah, I tell you what, been something else.
Wow. But yeah, anyhow, that's that website. So I've been following them because I'm thinking, you know, if nothing else, all else fails, may go on to bigger and better things. I may go down there and get into that. At least we can put our flags, our banners, our signs, everything on and go ride.
There you go.
You know, the truck, hook it to the trailer, throw our stuff in there, hook it to that pickup, ride, cowboy ride. Go right on along with the rest of them.
There you go. I like
One
that.
of them deals. If you don't participate, you ain't got a room to bitch. You know, they say if you don't vote, don't bitch.
That's right.
You know, if you don't go the way you want. So
that's right.
It is what it is there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it was unfortunate that they started it March 1st, which, like I said, it's their deal, you know, and I'm behind them all the way on whatever they decide. But to me, I feel like they're dragging their feet. I think it should have been done a lot quicker, but I'm not the only one that feels like that, but I understand. But I first heard, well, somebody was saying, which I don't know, it wasn't them, but somebody said, well, you know, they got to apply for permits and everything. No, you don't need a permit when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Canada didn't get a permit. They just rode their ass up in there.
That's right.
Farm tractors. Now there's people with cars and pickup trucks. And now they had people from, I forget where it was, Calgary, Alberta, somewhere. Now they're in their own horseback, man. They got people riding in their own horses.
Man, isn't that something?
I mean, hundreds of them coming in their own horseback.
Yeah. And that's
and Trudeau said, yeah. Trudeau said just a small fringe minority. Yeah, okay. I'm just curious to see what Biden says when they all come in there. Come on, Joe. Let's go to the basement for some ice cream.
No, I was going to say, he's going to say, what, he's going to be sitting there and he's like, it sure is louder here than the past couple of days. What's going on out there? And he's like, oh, I love that. Look at that. Yeah, he's probably going to be standing out there in the lawn, pulling his hand, saying, hey, honk that horn. Woohoo. Let's go, Brandon. Woohoo.
Let's go, Brandon. I don't know.
That's what they said. Joe Biden came out there and said, please, people, stop that. He actually thinks his name is Brandon.
Yeah. That's funny. They showed that one on Facebook yesterday. He done that whatever it was, press conference or whatever he did. Anyhow, she goes up there and grabbed him by the hand, let him like a little
Oh yeah.
2-year-old, let him off stage so he wouldn't fall.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that incoherent son of a. Never
Yep.
mind. I gotta keep it family oriented here. What a piece of work.
Man.
What a piece of work.
Oh, it's something else,
I'm
man.
gonna think I'm starting me a GoFundMe because they're all gonna be after me before it's over with.
Yeah, we're on here now. We're gonna start raising money for Greg's defense fund.
Yep. So I'm gonna have yeah.
Yep.
Whatever.
That's fun stuff. Fun stuff.
What they call it, I have to go into what they call that?
I don't know what you're talking about. You'll think of it and it'll come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come to me. It'll come to me.
Yep. Like Joe, I'm a little slow sometimes.
Little slow.
Witness protection. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have to go
Witness
into
protection. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's only if you flip on somebody. So you might have to go tell on your other truck driver buddies up there. You know, you got to give something to get something.
I flip, but it's always the wrong way.
I know, right? Oh man.
I don't know. How's the weather been down there?
Yeah, it's been chilly down here.
I don't even say it.
Well, it's been, like
good.
Like it's been like, in the 30s, like 38, 39 degrees, man. It's been cold. Well, actually, when I went up,
I am so sorry.
Yeah, when I went up to Central Texas yesterday evening, there was still ice on the ground. Like I almost slipped and fell in the parking lot because there's still ice on the concrete. So I didn't even realize it. Like I've been living in Corpus all this time. There ain't no ice down here.
Put change on that Harley before you left.
Yeah, right. No, but and what do you call? There's still like the how the snow accumulates on the little eaves of the roofs and stuff like that. It's all over the place up there still because it's still cold. I mean, the wind's still blowing. It still feels like it's like 34 or 35 degrees. So that's cold in Texas. And
see, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't coming to Texas. Last year I come to Texas about this time and I ended up spending 4 days down there. The hell with that place.
Right. But yeah, no, it's today was pretty nice. The sun was shining until I got down to Corpus. It's been overcast, but the sun's shining, so it's coming out slowly but surely. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 60s next weekend, so that'd be good.
Yeah, it was 40-some degrees here today, and it's supposed to be like that again tomorrow.
There you go.
It's supposed to be 45 here tomorrow.
No, that's the high.
So we might be able to see the concrete out here in the driveway tomorrow.
Oh
maybe.
Man.
I blowed all the snow off with a snowblower again for the third or fourth time this year. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I come in Thursday. I left 2 weeks ago on Tuesday. I left tonight.
You want to know what it's going to be down in Phoenix next week? I'm going to be in a t-shirt all week.
Oh, man.
Robbie?
Yeah. You're just being a Richard. Just being a Richard.
Maybe I should say Richard. It's always got to be a Richard.
Next Thursday, 78 degrees for a high.
You need to get your ass out there and get back to work.
No.
So you won't be there. You won't be there in it either.
What?
You.
Begin what?
I said you better get your ass out there and get back to work. So you won't be there in it either.
No.
No.
I'm gonna stay home a week.
Oh, okay.
He's starting to sound like Donnie now.
Yeah.
I don't think Donnie's ever going back to work.
Donnie's worked a week, I think, since Christmas.
Hey, when you know.
I've worked more than a week since Christmas.
Not much more.
I'm going on to week number 3.
Week number 3 of the year.
Yeah, but two of them was spent coming out to Texas and getting that trailer and back home. Prove me wrong.
So I gotta count something.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man. Coming
So
up
what
toward
else is going on?
man, nothing else, man. We're just like I said, tidying up here, uh, telling everybody about the show here tonight. But other than that, been working, and that's the other cool thing about Redneckanize. People need to know that we're just a bunch of truck drivers. We work for a living, and if we're not on here doing this radio show, kicking back or cutting up or whatever, we're out there doing our own thing. So yeah, the funny thing is I do a little shuttle deal where I meet up with other drivers, and the other drivers, they called in, man. They said, "No, it's too cold. We ain't running." And they're out of like Waco and Dallas. The Dallas area pretty much shut down again just for that one day, 1 or 2 days, because it was just too cold, you know. So must be nice, huh? I told them, I said they're a bunch of pansies because in Nashville, Detroit, Indianapolis, they're all running.
Huh.
Yep.
Wow.
But other than that, like I said, we're just getting through it and getting ready for the show. I think we're, like I said, we're coming up to the end of our 2 hours here, and I appreciate everybody joining us tonight and everything. But I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. This is how we do it.
Yeah. Just imagine, man. Just think, it was pretty quiet tonight. You didn't have to listen too much of my nonsense tonight because I didn't call in till later.
But we did have a lot going on because we had other people commenting. I mean, this time around, I actually paid attention to the comments, so I responded to the comments, and people kept commenting. So so that's a good thing. So we had a lot of viewers and comments on there, and then of course we got some people calling and listening along. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Holly was on there listening tonight for a little bit.
Yep, that's good.
Holly's on there now.
See, she can call in and she can
Just
talk.
Open up a line on her like you do me. Just hit it. Just hit her line and open it up on her like you do me all the time. Say, "Hey, you're on whether you want to or not."
Right.
Never give me that option.
You don't get that option.
Yeah, you don't get that option.
Damn it, man.
Damn it, boy.
What?
Damn it, boy.
Listen here, my boy.
Listen here.
Yeah,
you don't get that
option,
option.
my boy.
Listen, my boy, you don't get that option. No, the one comment I had on, like over at the truck show, apparently they want us to live off of nachos and pretzels all out of the concession stands. That's it.
I just,
and don't
like
want
I said,
us over there.
Yep.
Us over there,
Jerry?
giving them.
There she is. What's going on?
This is Jerry, the manager of Young Pets Creature here.
How you doing, bud?
I just wanted to say the Superverse is out now. It is the hottest fucking album ever, I'm telling you.
I have no idea what that was. Did y'all hear?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I think that was yeah, that was the guy getting ready for the I think he was talking about the Chinese, I think is what he was. Yeah.
The 720 number.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either.
Yeah.
Lollipop, old chicken lollipop.
Oh my goodness. But I tell you what, I'm all ready to wrap it up. I think this week's in the show. I mean, I tell you what, I'm ready to take a nap.
Yeah. If Holly ain't gonna come in there for a couple minutes, I think it's time to wrap it up before we get another call like that.
Yeah. No, and we'll do it next week too, because Holly's going to call in next week too, because there ain't no football on, so she's going to be calling every week now from now on.
Is that right? I hope so.
There you go.
She was damn sure on a roll at the meeting last week. To get her on the radio station, man. I'm just going to sit back and copy the mail for a while, sit here and listen, pay attention. Maybe she can teach me something.
There you go. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up. You guys okay with that?
Yep, I'm good with it.
Cool deal. But yeah.
Hey, Holly, Robbie, Ed, everybody, have a good evening.
All right now.
We'll talk
I
next
will.
time.
As soon as I get home, I'll be nice and warm.
What do you mean, so you get home? I thought you was home.
Oh, that's
Nope.
right. Shit, I forgot
got
about
another
that.
400 miles to
Holly
go.
just reminded me.
Oh, you ain't made it home yet.
Nope. I'll be home.
Oh, I'm sorry, Robbie. I owe you an apology. Not. I thought you was already home.
No, hey, Greg.
Nope.
Greg, Holly just reminded
Yeah.
me, and she's correct that there probably won't be a show next week because it's Super Bowl week.
Next week's the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
And I know I got a party to go to.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
yep. Yeah, but I got a party to go to too. So yeah, we'll be kicking back and relaxing.
I do too. I got a party to go to too, right out there in that Brock Freightliner somewhere, probably.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all. I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
All right, now,
Y'all
cool
be
deal.
safe.
All right.
All right.
Have
All
a
right,
good
man.
one.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Awesome. Good deal. All right. Good deal. Yeah. So yeah, I was just reminded because I totally forgot because I'm kind of spaced out over all the other stuff going on. But next week we probably won't have a show. We'll skip the show because I'll be visiting other people during the Super Bowl, which is about the same time that we do the podcast. So we won't be doing the podcast next week because it'll be the Super Bowl. And of course, hey, it's a good party. You guys watch the Super Bowl. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're not into football, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. And it's always a good thing. And, if everybody talk about, oh, they're woke and all that stuff, nah, they're not really that much anymore. They've kind of gotten off of that, and I'll just say this. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. The one voice, it's all going to always happen like that. I just want to see grown men bang each other upside the head. That's what I want to see, and that's good football. So that's what I want to see. So that's what I'm going to be watching. But yeah, you can check us out, redneckanize.com. Don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate everybody doing that for us. And don't forget to go check out our great sponsors, and that's LTR Transportation, Load to Ride Transportation, LTRtransportation.com. Give them a holler. And we appreciate all their support. And don't forget the others is DPF Regeneration, DPFregeneration.com. And of course, Trucker Tools, the app for truckers. Go download it at the app stores, and that's truckertools.com. Go check them out. So looks like it's going to be a couple weeks. We'll be back here. We'll be talking about things. If there's any other things going on with the protest or convoy or all that, we'll be sure to make sure we share all that stuff to our Facebook page and of course to our YouTube channel as well. And I'll try to get on here when I can live to talk about updates that I have on that stuff. So we get any kind of stuff like that. Like I said, pay attention, watch out for that. We'll keep you updated on that. We appreciate everybody's support on that. And like I said, go check us out, redneckanize.com. Don't forget to go do all that kind of stuff. And we appreciate everybody's support on that and different things that we got going on there. But yeah, just keeping going on that, and everything be just fine. So just continue to pay attention to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And of course, if you need links to all that stuff, you can go check it at redneckanize.com. You can go listen to our shows as a podcast form on Unplugged Radio Network, and that's on blogtalkradio.com. We'll share that link on our Facebook page as well. And like I said, we appreciate everybody's support out there. Give the Truck Show a call. You can contact them at truckingshow.com, and you just leave them a message. Go send them an email or give them a call and just say, I'm a truck driver. I want Redneckanize in the parking lot. Thank you very much. Thanks for taking my call. That's all you got to say. And let them know. That's what we want you to do is just let them know you want. And if you are any kind of charity or other trucking group and you've been trying to set up in the parking lot and you've been trying to do that for a while, or you have been in the past and they told you this year you can't, send us an email, redneckanize@usa.com. Let us know. We're trying to get everybody on the same page on that and try to get much information out to people as much as possible. And if you live in the Louisville area and you support Redneckanize and you might have a little time on your hands, give us a shout. And we'd like to talk to you about helping us out. And redneckanize@usa.com. Just give us a shout. Let us know. We can really use your help. So let us know on that. But until then, this is Redneckanize. Everybody stay safe, stay successful, and keep between the ditches. With Redneckanize Radio.
Sometimes late at night, I see your picture by the dashboard light. It takes me